Hello, everyone. Daniel Martell said the RCMP removed a blanket and that he made the call, that he's holding back evidence, and that this still isn't a criminal investigation. These are not rumors. These are things that he directly said last night, his own messages. We are talking about Lilly and Jack Sullivan out of Nova Scotia, Canada. And we're going to be using Daniel's words about previous things that he has said. And boy, did he ever mess up. We'll get started on the other side of this.
So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this.
Here we go. You got it, girlfriend. Who's on? Yes, Ginger.
Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. Oh, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's go for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is July 14th, 2025. It is currently 7:05 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Hi, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really, really do appreciate you all. so very much. We are continuing the case of Lilly and Jack Sullivan out of Nova Scotia, Canada. Today we're going to be talking about the stepfather, Daniel Martell. I did a couple lives yesterday, but we did one live on Lilly and Jack Sullivan. I plan on doing another live after this. We'll be talking about Summer Wells later tonight. And so if you're interested in that case, please join us for that as well. GSP, did you get some rest? No, I sure did not. I went to bed. I finally fell asleep at about 6:30 this morning, and I slept till 9:30, and then I got up, and then I had an appointment at 11:30, and something that was supposed to take 30 minutes took 4.5 hours, and it's been a long day. But that's okay. It is what it is. We can sleep when we're dead, right? Right now we've got things to talk about. So thank you all so much for joining me. Ginger, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Justin, if a short white girl with no rhythm, I just picture you rings your doorbell for a birthday dance, you better open up, girl. You know I will. You know I will. Thank you so much, Ginger. Appreciate you, my love. I adore you. Thank you so much for your support. I'm waiting. Thank you so much, Ginger. Appreciate you, love. There's Miss Promise Rose. Thank you so much. Woo-hoo! 14 months. You're an OG girl. With my pearls, I forgot to tell you directly, but you had your baby. Oh my God! Congratulations, Promise, Miss Nancy May. That is such a cute name. She is perfect, and being a mom is the very best thing I've ever experienced. Promise, being a parent, like I know this is your first, and you don't think your love can grow anymore, but I promise you, it does. It does. As you see these little beings develop and start new things. And someone told me when I was just having kids, they said, wait till they get in kindergarten. And they said, time's going to fly. And that is so true. They hit kindergarten and the years go by so quick. It seemed like it took a little while to get to 5 years old. But after school started, now, we had one graduate. So it's just, it goes by quick, so quick. And I think that's what it's what I really get fired up with, is because like you love your mom, your dad, your husband, your wife, your family, your friends, but you love no one like your kids. You love no one like your kids. And when you experience that, and I can promise you, like you had passion even before this, right? You had passion even before this. You're going to go crazy now. You're going to go crazy now because you're just not going to understand how missing children out here and their parents, their caretakers are not only lying about easily provable things, some things, that you just don't understand it. You don't understand it. And so yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Congratulations, Promise. I'm so happy for you, dear. All the blessings to you and your family. And of course, little Nancy May. That's so cute. Thank you so much, dear. Aimlessly, thank you so much, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you. And Lakeside Lawyer, last day as a 29-year-old. I know. You just don't got to get the nose right there and just rub it in there, Lakeside. I wish I was 29. But thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, Lakeside. You're just amazing. So thank you, my friend. Really do appreciate you. I'm sure fired up after yesterday's Justin discovered. Oh, well, you know what? We've discovered more because let me tell you something. Daniel Martell can't keep it shut. Can't keep it shut. And I'm glad. You know what? I have told Daniel, if you can't tell the truth, it's best you just be quiet. Truthfully, right? If you can't tell the truth, just be quiet. That's all you need to do, Daniel. Right? Is Cody being overlooked? Cody has nothing to do with it. Nothing at all, Andy. Nothing, 1,000%, nothing to do with it. He has no interest. Hasn't for quite some times. This case, in my opinion, it is as obvious as any case I've ever covered. Thank you so much, Paula. That's very kind of you. Donna, thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. Really do appreciate you, my friend. Hope you are well, Miss Donna. Hope you and yours are well. So, you're not too late, Teresa. I was late too. So, Blenda and Cody are nice people. Well, I don't really know anything about Cody, but you know what? This is what I can respect about Cody. I would rather someone say, I'm just not going to be a parent for whatever reason and step back, right? There are plenty of people that want children out there. I mean, there are people that cry and beg on their knees to God every night to have a baby, a child, right? And he just stepped back. And so I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Don't neglect your children, right? Don't do it. Don't do it. Children are so innocent. You got to remember, always think about how you would have felt when you was a child. Something like all of this happening. Just try to try to go back to when you was a child. How you would have looked at the situation, how you would have felt, right? And it's really the golden rule, right? That's really what it's about. And there are so many people out here that just don't realize the blessing that they have. And you don't want the children, there are plenty of people that do. Don't make them suffer. Don't make them suffer. That's the main thing. Hey, Maria, good to see you, love. How you been? Thank you so much, Miss Maria. Appreciate all you do. Thank you, Miss Maria. Good to see you, love. Hope you are well, my friend. Thank you so much, Miss Maria. All right. So, they just discovered recently baby Hope's mother after 31 years. Sure did. Sure did. Right. Yes. You're right, momming it up. You're right. And single parents, if you get in a relationship and they don't treat your children good as they do you, right? Don't accept it. Don't accept it. Your children should come before anything and everything, every time. No exceptions at all. All right. So we're going to get right into it. Guys, before we get started, do me a favor. Please hit that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. If we get to 1,000 thumbs up, we have a chicken party. And I'm just saying, you don't want to miss the chicken party. It's epic. That's all I'm going to say. And if you would be so kind as well to share this live out on your favorite social media, I guarantee you there's someone on your social media that has never heard of Lilly or Jack Sullivan's case. Greatly appreciate if you would just click that link, copy, paste it, and drop it in your favorite social media. I'd really appreciate it. Oh, yes, a chicken party. You don't want to miss the chicken party. I'm just saying, okay? Okay. Daniel Martell, he comments on a YouTube live yesterday. And he was commenting things because you guys know what I was talking about yesterday, that Daniel Martell has been talking to this lady friend of his. And from what I understand, he's been talking to a few. And I showed you messages of Daniel saying, you know, I love you, BB Geeks, and all of that stuff. You know, he just got out of a relationship 73 days ago, and he's got 2 children missing out of his home and 1 taken away, and his life turned upside down. So why not add some more fuel to the fire and, you know, add a woman to it, right? Add a woman to it. And just moving right out. So, which messages, mama? So, thank you, sissy. Appreciate you very much. It is, Ginger. It really is. It is. So, Daniel, I'm going to show you some of these messages that Daniel said. But this is what is so crazy to me, is he cannot stop. He certainly doesn't have any impulse control about him whatsoever. He is the absolute definition of someone who has no impulse control whatsoever and contradicts everything that he says. Contradicts everything that he says. And I'm going to show you here today, right? Thank you so much, Miss Robin. I think you renewed your membership. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very much. It's so good to see you, Miss Robin. Thank you so much. Well, yeah. I mean, exactly. I don't know if you pronounce it Betty or Bet. Let me know in the comments. I don't like to mispronounce anybody's name wrong, not intentionally. Hi, Justin in chat. How can anyone be up for a new relationship in the middle of all of this? He just does not care. And no, he doesn't, in my opinion as well. And I'll tell you why. Because before this relationship, right? Before this relationship that we learned about, someone who has missing children doesn't lie about the children, what happened, right? They don't lie again about what the children were wearing, saying 4 different things that are totally off, right? Can we hear Janie's clip? Let me text someone. Okay. And let me just see something. Is Daphne in here? Just give me 1 second. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I promise. Okay, we'll get to that. But he said, always love listening to you. Pearl is the cutest. Thank you, Mystery Sky. Good to see you, my dear. 7 months. Really do appreciate that, Mystery Sky. Thank you so much for your kindness. And thank you so much for your membership. Appreciate you, my dear. Daniel's looking for a new sugar mama, in my opinion. Well, he's certainly looking for something. I don't know what the hell Daniel's looking for, to be quite honest with you. I must have missed a clip. I fell asleep sometimes. What was it? Something wrong with someone? You said Annie. I didn't see it in chat. Everyone, hold on. Is everyone okay in chat? Annie, are you okay? I saw a few people saying that. What's wrong with Annie? Mods, can y'all, I can't see it. It's going by too quick, but just let me know if she's okay. Okay, so now again, okay, let's pull this up. So these are some of the messages that Daniel was saying yesterday. And think about this. They asked Daniel, right? They asked Daniel, would you do like a private conversation with a select few of people that he would be comfortable with to clear up the things that you've already said? Now, some things that he has already said, he cannot clear up. It's not possible to clear up saying that the kids or Lily had a pink sweater on and pink sweats. And then he said she had a, what was it? A cream colored backpack with pink strawberries. Then he said she had a Barbie shirt on and a white backpack with strawberries on it. And then he says, no, he has the pink Barbie. He has the Barbie shirt at his house. And then he says, I can't tell you what the children are wearing. There's just more to it. So there's some things you couldn't clear up even if you tried, because you've already said 4 things that are you can't even get it confused. Like there are things that you might like, oh yeah, okay, I get what he meant by that. But that is just 1,000,000,000% different, right? It contradicts everything. And he would not answer the question in chat. They asked him, and asked him. And it just makes you wonder why. They said, we won't even ask you any more questions. I'll send it to you, Betty. How are you doing? But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, they said they wouldn't even ask him new questions. Just let's talk about what you've already said. And this is the thing. In my opinion, well, I wouldn't in the first place, but I personally, I would offer him that that one time. And if you're not willing to clear up these two children that you have lived with for the past 3 years, right? Remember, 4 and 6, right? They was 1 year old and 3 years old when they moved in with Daniel. Babies themselves, still babies. Wouldn't even have it. Here he says, I have to hold back on some evidence because it's held between me and major crime investigation. Daniel, they are not going to tell you anything that they're not going to tell the public unless they have interrogated you and they said you were such and such place at some time, or they held some of their evidence findings up to you. That's the only way. That's the only way. But you don't have, you literally, I literally have messages of you saying you have someone on the inside, you're quote in quote, in the RCMP. Right? It's crazy. Crazy. Panda, thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much. I was looking in Delvin's group today. Law enforcement has now received Delvin's phone records. Many numbers in his phones are unknown. That's a good break, Panda. That's really good. Thank God for that. Hopefully, you might be getting somewhere now. Praise the Lord. Good, good. Thank you so much, Panda. Thank you so much for your support. Wow. I hope so. I hope so. Praying for that, honey. Keep me posted, please. Now, Belinda made a very good point. She made a very good point in the chat yesterday. The only person that I actually believe out of anyone that was there at any point in time, like 100%, is Belinda. That's it. That's it. Janie said her and Daniel were the only ones to watch Lilly and Jack. Malaya never took them out. So she heard them and Malaya them, but never thought that was an unusual statement. Okay, I'll get back to that one because I'll get back to that one. You'll see why in a second. Now, this one, Daniel was referring to me on this one, and this one gets me a little bit. Daniel says, "Thanks for focusing on Jack and Lily and not drama." Really? Okay. Daniel, why don't you tell the truth? And so nothing would be misunderstood. How about that? Why are you lying? Flat out lying on a 4 and a 6-year-old that you claim to care about and that you claim to be the only one that did anything for them around the house. Why is that? Why is that? Okay. Now, Daniel says he sees Meadow 3 times weekly. 3 times weekly. Okay, that's good. I hope he does get to see his daughter. All right. Now, this is the one that we're talking about today. This is the one. Damn, Daniel. All right. What did the said individuals who found the blanket in the tree that day, after searchers had went in the area and didn't see any blanket or anything, who did they say got out the blanket, and who recorded it? Who did he say? There you go. Daphne got it. Yep. Daniel and Justin. Daniel says here, RCMP removed the blanket from the garbage. I made the call. Why does everyone why is he saying something different here? Is he trying to distance himself from this blanket and this garbage now? And guys, more than anything, hold on, I got to make myself a note because I just thought of something. We got to come back to this. Where's my notes? Wait a second, guys. Oh, damn. I just thought of this. Mods, I have a memory of a goldfish, so please remind me here in a little bit, like, if I don't get to it, if I don't get to the things Daniel was wearing, please remind me about that if I don't get to that, because you'll want to see that. Yeah. Thank you so much, Miss Maurice. That is so generous of you. Thank you so much. Happy Aussie birthday, Justin. Mama and I love you and appreciate all your hard work done with integrity and unbiased opinions. Well, some things I'm biased about, I'm going to be honest with you. But I try to be fair. Really fair. But Daniel makes it very impossible because he just flat out flips everything. May your life always be blessed. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sweet Maurice. And please give your mama my love as well if she's watching. Love you, Mama Maurice. Appreciate you very much. Thank you so much for your support, honey. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Jen, my dear. Love you. Appreciate you. Happy birthday, Dustin. I just remembered. Aw, thank you so much, dear. Appreciate you, Jen. Thank you so much, honey. And thank you so much, Maurice. It's very kind. Okay. All right. So remember, Daniel said yesterday, RCMP removed the blanket from the garbage. I made the call. Right? Has RCMP released what children were wearing on video last time seen in public? No, they haven't. But they have released what the parents said they were last wearing. But the problem is what they told the RCMP and what they told different news outlets, they told them different things, what they were wearing. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, everyone. Right? So there's that. Now, let's just go down memory lane because, guys, get a snack, get a beverage. Daniel really messed up, in my opinion. Thank you all so much. So Daniel called the RCMP on Saturday. They were in the area and Thank you, Mohawk. Exactly. What do you mean you called the art? Like they were all there, Daniel. They were all there Saturday. You know, you said you were out in the woods. Wanted the searchers to see the boot print and piece of blanket. It's bad, man. It's so bad. Oh, thank you, Holly. Thank you, lovies. Appreciate you. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, House Music. Happy birthday from me. Love you, House Music, as well. Thank you so much, honey. Appreciate you very much. Yes. All right, guys. Buckle up. Batten down the hatches. Here we go. Let's recall what others
and
said.
which Friday?
Let's recall what others said happened the day they went, the day that Daniel found, or not Daniel, they found the pink blanket and where the pink blanket was and what they said about it and all that. Thank you, honey. Appreciate y'all.
And where are you from?
It was May 2nd. I live in Truro. I'm good friends with Malaya. I just wanted to kind of touch on a few things that you said. So we were the ones that actually found the blanket. And as far as I knew, the blanket was on the railing, not in the garbage. And Malaya didn't leave Saturday morning. It was Saturday evening.
Okay, so that is Cheryl speaking, which is this person where my mouse is going over on the left. That is Malaya's best friend, right? And she was there when they found the blanket. She was there, like saw the blanket. She was searching and she found, and I guess others found the blanket there on the tree. But remember, the blanket is in two different locations. A part of the blanket is on a tree about 1 kilometer away. And the other part is, now Cheryl says she was told the other part of the blanket that was at the house was on like the porch railing or something. Now, Logan is going to come up momentarily and she's going to correct that, according to her at least. And then she's going to talk about the bag and all of that and what happened with that bag.
Because an altercation had broken out and Daniel's mother actually tried to attack me. So it was well after supper Saturday when she actually left the premises.
So Daniel's mother, i.e. Janie, allegedly tried to attack Cheryl in this, right?
Okay.
Barbara, listen, there's a lot of clickbait on this case. They'll say 3 suspects arrested. They'll say 1 suspect arrested. They'll say 2 suspects arrested. They'll say remains found. They'll have tents up with like an investigator pointing toward the tent when none of that has ever taken place. Right? It's so sad. It's so sad.
Is that, sorry, is that?
I didn't know if I muted myself or not. I don't know how these things work. Yeah, so I just wanted to.
Okay, so
It's
hold on a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Logan McKenzie is here.
It was just clickbait.
Logan, would you mind coming up in the chat?
I can drop down for her, Susan.
No, I have lots of room. Okay, I'm gonna have Logan come up because I do know Logan very well. Well, not very well personally, but she's been on the live. I absolutely know her. And I mean, I do know
Saturday maybe. I
Yeah.
can't quite remember exactly who she is, but I do remember meeting her.
okay.
So Cheryl was there that day for Malaya, and obviously Logan was there for Daniel. So you got kind of both different people there for, some are there for Daniel, some are there for Malaya. Makes sense, right? And they're kind of going to,
So Logan is
Come up
going,
here.
there we go. Thank you, Logan, for coming up.
what you see here is
And let me just say this.
Daniel,
I'm gonna
Daniel.
just, I need to warn
said that.
people of this.
Daniel keeps digging a hole, keeps digging it. When he said yesterday, what I just showed you, RCMP removed the blanket from the garbage. I made the call. Well, Daniel, everything you say anymore, your credibility is gone. Gone. And even your family right here is going to disagree with you.
Have 142 people in the room. And it can go on the internet anywhere. So I just that
Let me just get to it.
Logan was on my live weeks ago, and
Logan's going to
happen.
come up here. I don't
It's in
remember.
the garbage. The cop.
Okay, here we go.
We all left at the same
One second.
time Saturday.
was all removed. So I just want people to be aware that this can happen.
Thank you so much, Lil Red. Thank you, love. Appreciate you.
Save
Make sure
time
you,
creating content.
That was just it.
Make sure you thank Lil Red if you got one of those pearl necklaces. Thank you so much, my dear. And thank you so much, Shannon. Good to see you, love. Appreciate you. Thank you all so much for your support.
We left Saturday evening, not
After the
Saturday
briefing.
morning.
After the briefing on Lansing.
No, it
No,
was
we haven't got
after the
to the stable yet.
altercation.
You left, but Malaya didn't.
Staple his mouth shut.
We
Malaya-
all left.
you.
Malaya
No.
went with her mother. I
Yes.
left. My sister left. My sister-in-law left. We all left at the same time.
Yes, but the altercation was before the briefing, honey.
And
We all
then
went
there
out.
was one after because your mother was involved in that one.
Yes, and that's when we were
Yes.
saying about the car.
I
And
don't
then
know.
Yeah.
I don't know who came back looking.
And I said this a long time ago, right? Everyone always said there was one fight. There was not one fight. There was two fights. Two fights, absolutely two fights. And they finally confirmed it here.
for the cell phone, and we were trying to get
No, not that
Malaya's
fight. Another
grandmother to leave
fight.
the house. Yes.
Yes.
But Malaya left
Thank you, guys.
right after the briefing. You guys didn't. Malaya left right from the briefing.
5 minutes before us. Yeah.
Yeah, right after the briefing, up at the briefing. She never came back to the house.
No.
You
So
guys
it
did.
wasn't Saturday morning that she had.
No, it was Saturday afternoon after the
It
briefing.
was, yeah, it was Saturday evening.
say
I think
so.
around supper time-ish.
Yeah, after the briefing at 4:00.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And the blanket was in the garbage. The cops even went and found the other half in there.
Yeah. As far as I knew, the blanket was on the railing.
Yeah, no, the cops
Listen
came
to-
and collected the other piece. After the other piece was grabbed from the trees.
Yes,
to this.
yes, where we found it.
I'm still trying to place who you are, but
Listen to what
Go
they
ahead,
say.
friends
Hold on.
with Malaya.
Yeah, I don't really want to touch on that kind of stuff. Kind of just respecting her privacy right now, but I just kind of picked up on a couple of things that you had said, and I wanted to clarify that she most certainly didn't leave Saturday morning. It was
you can tell there's a weird tension between the two, right? Because obviously Logan is on Daniel's side and Malaya is on, or Cheryl is on Malaya's side. So it's a kind of a weird
Saturday
tension.
into the evening after the briefing.
Yeah, Susan probably misspoke because I said that in our
No,
first
that's okay. That's okay.
where we
Very
said
weird.
where she left
Very
because I
bizarre.
put the baby in the car for her and her mother drove off. But you guys were supposed to come back for Malaya's car and you guys didn't. Nobody took Malaya's car and it got repoed by the what is it? The search and rescue guy got it towed.
All right,
Touching
let's get to
on
the thing.
the
No,
vehicle
that's
or
fine. I just wanted
anything
to make
like
sure that you
It's-
guys knew that Malaya did not come back to the house. She left right from the briefing. You left.
Yes, absolutely. I was with her.
It's so weird because it feels like Daniel is giving his side of the family a narrative, and then Malaya's giving her side of the family a narrative, and they can't even agree on, because obviously someone told Cheryl that this part of the blanket was on a porch railing, right? And Daniel is saying, and we know this, again, if you go back a couple lives ago, I show you, I don't have it pulled up right now, but I show you where Daniel and Malaya in the very, very beginning, and they're going to say it on this as well, they confirm that the pink blanket, the part of the pink blanket that is found in the tree, is Lily's. Lily's, right? The RCMP, just like I think it was this, is it CBC who Daniel did the sit down interview with recently? They said RCMP will not say anything about a blanket. They say that in their news coverage. They won't mention this blanket. RCMP, nothing. Nothing will come out of them about finding a blanket. Because in my opinion, they've said that they found nothing with Lily or Jack. No sign of them being out there. But before RCMP and them came out about this, that was Friday and Saturday. Friday, the kids went missing. Saturday, Malaya was still there up until the evening. She had done the interview and all of this. So they had both spoken to media at this point. Remember, Malaya did one interview and that's it. And so in my opinion, what was it exactly? And exhausted the search at the Bootprint. Yes. Yeah. So in my opinion, they went ahead and confirmed, oh yeah, this is Lily's blanket. Absolutely. And that's, oh wow, magically a boot print on the other side of the road. And the other side of the road, there's this part of a blanket in a tree. And yes, it is Lily's. It says it in multiple news articles. Quoted. Daniel and Malaya confirm it's Lily's. And I really think that Daniel and Malaya, in my opinion, thought the RCMP would have said, oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we did find the boot print, right? But we can't say it's Jack or Lily's. And I think that they thought they would say something about the blanket. but they won't mention the blanket because, in my opinion, it was set up. And then after RCMP came out and said we did find like a boot print, but Daniel also says in one of the interviews in the very beginning that there was a boot print on the close at the end of the yard or something like that. Remember that? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. Somewhere in the yard, he says, we found a boot print or something at the end of the yard. Right? That is not where the boot print was found. That is not where the boot print was found. That the boot print and the pink blanket, the piece of it, was found like a kilometer away. 2 footprints, 10 feet from the house. That's what it was. Yeah. He said that supposedly 10 feet away in the yard. So which is it, Daniel? Which is it? Didn't Daniel say that there was a boot print in the backyard on the other side of the fence? He said he did say something like that as well, right? At the side of the house in the driveway. He said a lot of things. He said a lot of things. The only thing the RCMP would say that they found a boot print close, and I think, Daphne, you might have a video of it, of them talking about a specific, about measuring the boot print or something like that. If you have that, let me do something here. 1 second. Okay. Listen to it.
I just want to say, Cheryl, it really seems that you're sharing conflicting information
Listen
between Logan and you. Like, it sounds like, I don't want to sound rude, but like you're saying false things a little bit. And
like what?
well, you said about you were like coming in here to correct people about the blanket.
Yes.
And you,
because it was on the railing. That's what I was told.
But if you were
But
there,
it was on the
take it from the
railing
garbage
or
can.
in the garbage. It
Hey,
doesn't
hold
matter.
on. We need people to just speak one at a time so that everybody in the chat can hear.
Sorry, Susan.
No, that's okay. It's just, it gets really confusing for people that are trying to listen to what's going on. So, sorry, she's just simply saying that you had come up on the panel to clarify some things that had been said.
Yes.
And one of those things was that I had said that the blanket had been put in the garbage by Daniel, and that I had gotten that from Logan and Mackenzie. Logan is here. She verifies that. You had said no, the blanket was on the railing. Now you're saying you thought it was on the railing. Is that correct?
No.
So Daniel says, according to them, he's the one, and they're going to get into it a little bit more here in a minute. He's the one who put the pink blanket in the bag. And that was a week prior to the children going missing.
I was told it was on the railing.
Okay. So are we okay in agreeing that the blanket was put in the garbage?
I really don't know. I don't think it matters. All I know is the blanket was found in the trees up on the road.
Thank you, Peacemaker.
Half of the blanket was correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it does
I
matter.
wouldn't even call it half. Just a piece of it.
Okay. So it does matter where the blanket was. Actually, it is a significant piece to the story. The investigation.
Yep, Julia. the cops went out and found it. Him and I think it was his brother. When I think it was him and his brother. We all called the cops right after. The bag was still in the garbage. The bag was still in the garbage, and the garbage bin was closed. Logan. Let's listen to what they say.
Yeah, the mom too says it all matters. Yeah,
Yes,
so
that's one of
just
the stories, Jim
Cheryl, I appreciate you being here. I really do. I just want to
was in the
make
trash
certain that, and it's not just to Cheryl, but if you
Yes,
let me
that's exactly right. Bingo, Daphne. The other half of the bag was in the trash, supposedly, and Dan said he opened up the bag. Now, question. If you throw something away a week ago, right, you're going to have more than one bag of trash, in my opinion, right? If this was in the trash can, did he go straight to that bag? Oh, so many stories. Did he go straight to that bag? Right? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't even know if I remember what the hell I threw out a week ago. And I certainly would know which trash bag to go to because they all look the same. They all look the same. And Daniel, you saying yesterday, talking about the blankets and the garbage and all of that, you're, oh my God, you're not,
if you're
you only
you
dig
think
yourself
something
deeper.
like you just said, well, I was told it was on. That's absolutely fine, and that's valid to say. Just make sure that you don't put across something as fact that you don't know as fact, but somebody told you or something that you think. Just make sure found it.
Yes, yeah.
About it and he found out after Malaya left about it. When Daniel found out about the blanket in the tree, because he was in the woods before,
Crap, sorry, I was muted. Okay, listen to what she says right
Daniel
here.
found out about the blanket in the tree because he was in the woods before.
Daniel found out about the blanket in the tree because he was in the woods. Now, I've always told you, almost since Daniel said it, I've always thought it was odd because I think he is getting ahead of the story if they ever find anything, because Daniel says, I was gone pretty much all of the day Friday after the kids went missing and Saturday, right? But so ironic. Daniel's gone, right? Daniel's gone while other family members and searchers are out there searching, had already searched this trail. Where the blanket was found, it is literally, hold on. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. For those of y'all that don't know. Look at this. In my opinion, you could not pay me to say that this is a coincidence. How this blanket and this boot print was allegedly found. Okay. All right. Let me just show you here. Let me make it, make it as big as possible for you guys right now. So this is Lilly and Jack's home. right? This is Lilly and Jack's home, right? This, you're going to make a right, and you're going to come down, and then you're going to, this is the train track, right? Right here's the train track, and right here's the road. The blanket found in the tree was found right here off of what? An ATV trail. And Daniel, just the other day in chat, didn't you, Daniel? You literally lied in a chat, Daniel, and said you never said that you searched on an ATV for Jack and Lilly. And there were a lot of people that believed you. A lot of people. And they came over here and they said, Justin, Daniel said he never, ever searched for an ATV or with an ATV. And I said, oh, okay, hold on 1 second. And what did I do? I pulled it up and quoted him out of a newspaper, or not of a news, well, a news article, out of a couple news articles, actually. Didn't we, Daniel? You said you searched 20 or 30 acres on that real clean RV of yours, Daniel. So why don't you want to? No, Rufio, it's not. No, not in this case. I don't think so. Yeah, he said he jumped into a car. He sure did. He said he jumped into a car. He also said, very beginning, that he got on his four-wheeler and searched 20 to 30 acres. Very beginning. Right? And then, remember, he also said, this is what he also said. He said, I got back and the RCMP was already there in one of the things that he's quoted in. And then in another one, he said, I got back and we waited for the RCMP to show up. And then he said, I wasn't allowed to search until some guy in military gear, and he said, I could search. And then he said, I hopped over the fence and started searching again. So, too many lies. Too many lies. Absolutely too many lies. Right? Now let's look at this right here. Guys, please hit that thumbs up button if we get to 1,000 thumbs up. We have a chicken party. Look at here. Again, kind of convenient. Right here is where the blanket is found. Right off an ATV trail. And then you have the railroad tracks here. You also have a ski trail here that goes straight back, straight out, and over. You could get there from here, or you could get there from here, from beside the train tracks, or you could get here. Well, obviously, here's the road as well. Do y'all find that a coincidence? Oh, good. Daniel's in chat. Good, Daniel. Please. You're welcome to call in. We would love for you to clear these things up, Daniel. We have been waiting for 73 days. Well, they called these ski trails. So, what else? Ski trails, dirt roads, I'll show him. Well, I'll show you these on Google Earth, right? Look at this. This is the main road, or not the main road. This is the road, and this is the track right here, right? Guys, I don't mind you asking Daniel questions, but ask it with, don't be like me. Okay. Don't be like me. But you're welcome to call in, Daniel. We would love to talk to you because, Daniel, all of these things that you say cannot be true. And there's only one reason that I can think of. I've been doing this for a long time. And people don't generally lie whenever a 4 and a 6-year-old child is missing and say they want their children found. Right? They asked you yesterday, Daniel, to not even ask you any more questions. To just clear up the things that you said. Daniel, you are quoted in these things that I've been showing you. Right? Your cousin, and I appreciate you being in here. I do. I really do appreciate you being in here. And I'm always willing to have a conversation. Anyone that knows me, I'm always willing to have a conversation. Lilly and Jack need to be found. Listen, Daniel, there was a tragedy that happened in my family. It changed our entire family. I know I've been sort of in your position, right? Give Jack and Lilly what they deserve and tell the truth. You cannot say that they're wearing a Barbie shirt. And in this article that you said, right? You cannot say then that they're wearing a pink sweater. And then you can't say that, what was the next thing he said? They're not wearing any of these things, like in a text message, that, we can't really tell you what they're wearing. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. I know Daniel's in chat. I'm talking to him right now. Thank you. Right? And I mean, this does not look good, Daniel. Right? It doesn't look good. Oh, listen. I've advocated for people when most of everybody has turned on them, as far as like creator wise and stuff like that. I've done that many times because it's not the cool thing or whatever. I don't give a shit about that stuff. I don't care about that stuff. But you can't say something to this person and say something totally else to the next person. Let me. All right, let's continue playing this little part here. Again, I appreciate you being here. And guys, please, I don't mind you asking Daniel a question. He has every right to answer any of our questions or not answer any of our questions. Now, this is the thing. I don't know, and this equally goes for Malaya. In some rights, even more so. I don't know why a mother isn't speaking about her preschool and kindergarten age child. That's not what a mother does, right? Guys, we always try to keep it as classy as possible. Sometimes I get a little fired up, I know. But let's elevate our conversation. Let's really elevate our conversation. Let's not be hateful, and let's try to have a productive conversation, right? Because if I start cussing like I did yesterday, and you guys start, it's only going to muddy it up a little bit more. You know what I mean? So I don't, again, ask your question. Fine. But let's do it. Let's just elevate the conversation. Let's not go like bottom of the barrel. You know what I mean? So that's all I ask. That's all I ask. I can have a little bit more respect because at least he did have the balls to come in here. So I appreciate that. All right. Now let's oh shit, what'd I do with it? 1 second. Here we go. Let's play this part. Lovely WWJD. Well, it just depends. 99.9% of the time, he would be very graceful. But you know, there was one day he flipped over tables. Just saying. That was my day yesterday, I think.
Knowing about it, and found out after Malaya left about it. He went out to the garbage because we all mentioned the blanket. So he went out. He goes, "I put that blanket in the garbage. I'm going to say about a week ago because it was ripped." So him and I forget who else. I think it was his.
What did she say there?
So I put that blanket in the garbage. I'm going to say about a week ago because it was ripped. Went out because we all mentioned the.
Okay, Daniel. This. Oh shit! What did I do? Hold on. What did I do to my StreamYard? Mother chicken. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. So, Daniel, this is a pretty simple question. Can you confirm that this blanket, if you want to answer it, again, it's a free world. Can you confirm that this blanket was at once, such as a week before, was on a window, right? Now, it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon for people. I mean, I've put a blanket up over a window before, right? If blanket was on the window, it doesn't matter. I disagree with that, JD. I disagree with that. He says a door. Did he say that in here? Okay, there, I see it. Door. Okay. Door. Okay. Is that what you told Logan and them? Okay.
The blanket. So he went out, he goes, I put that blanket in the garbage, I'm going to say about a week ago because it was ripped. So him and I forget who else, I think it was his brother, went out, videoed it all, opening up the garbage and like checking around, and you could see it. So like we called the cops right after that. Like the RCMPs came right out after that. But yeah, it was in the garbage.
Hold on. What did she say
cops
right
right
there?
after, opening up the garbage and like checking around, and you could see it. So
Hold on.
so him and I forget who else, I think it was his brother, went out, videoed it all, opening up the garbage and like checking around, and you could see it. So like we called the cops right after that.
Okay. Now, Daniel, you just heard what she said. Again, you don't have to answer anything. But the question I and a lot of others have this evening is, your cousin Logan just said that you and your brother opened the bag, he recorded it, and you sent it to the RCMP. On RCMP body camera, he said, I don't ever remember hearing a body camera. Kent, what are you talking about? No, the blanket was taken as evidence by the RCMP after I called. Okay. Okay. If you want to answer it again, did your brother record this while you were opening it? And this was Saturday, correct? Saturday? Why did the RCMP not check the garbage while there? That's a good question, JD. I've wondered that myself. And the only thing I can think of is the kids hadn't, it was Saturday. The kids had barely been missing 24 hours. So there's that. Yeah, he says there was a hole ripped in the back. I saw that. My brother was there Saturday. Piece of blanket was found. Yes. So from what I understand, they found the blanket in the tree, correct? And then after they all come back to the house, they say, they actually in this article, in a couple articles, it confirms you and Malaya confirm that this blanket is Lily's. Right? Now the question is, what was the blanket used to block out the sun on the door? I don't know. How did a blanket That's fine, Mariska. Yes. And I will continue. I will continue because I'm rooting for Jack and Lily. I don't take nothing personally like that. I'm here for Jack and Lily. That's it. Which is what Daniel should be here for, Malaya should be here for, you should be here for, and all 1,613 watching. It's not about Daniel or Malaya. It's about the words and the things that they are saying, doing, and not doing for the last 73 days. Okay? He can call me private anytime. I messaged him a long time ago and gave you my number. It is.
Like the RCMPs came right out after that. But yeah, it was in the garbage. The RCMPs came out and collected it and all. The bag was still in the garbage bin and the garbage bin was closed.
Okay. Just a clarification for
You sang a
somebody
doll
in
blanket.
chat. Logan Ann McKenzie is Daniel's first cousin, is very close to the family.
A pink doll blanket? What do you mean? A pink doll blanket? What do you mean? Daniel, what do you mean? Doll blankets are small. Well, there's crib size blankets, right? There's baby blankets, if that's what you mean. There's baby blankets, there's throws, which are bigger. You mean the LOL dolls? Oh, what did he say up here? God, there's so much in chat. I can't even see. I know he said a doll, LOL. Shit, I can't even see. One of the mods, if you can see what he said, the last message, could you send it to me so I can just look at it again? Yeah, I know there's LOL doll blankets, but I know it's the brand LOL. I understand that. So he's saying the doll LOLs, but it's that type of blanket. Okay. That's the kind you're saying that you threw in the trash 1 week or so prior to Jack and Lily missing. And then you are saying that a part of that blanket is the one in pink, yes, was found in the tree. What says blanket? Crib, bed, throw. I don't know, but if it's going to cover a door, it's going to have to be a decent size. You know, I would guess it depends, you know, how much they
And
need.
lives, relatively close by. She has been on our chat previously. Cheryl, Christina, it's the first time she's been on my chat, and I welcome her. And she was from what she says.
Okay.
She was there at.
Okay, Daphne, I had that picture, but I wasn't sure that was actually the part of the blanket that was found. So this is, so yeah, it would have had to have been a full blanket, because what I was picturing, you know, we all have a picture in our mind. I was picturing like a really small tear, you know, like no more than a few inches or something like that. Right? A throw is 50 by 60, yes. I think a baby blanket's 30 by 30. And a throw's 50 by 60. I'm not seeing all of his messages. I may put it. I see you. Can you put it on slow mode a little bit? So we can. Oh, well, actually, don't, because Daniel won't be able to type as fast what he wants to put out. Just go ahead and take the slow mode off. I'm going to go. I took it off. I took it off so I can see. Okay, so let's see what else they say right here. Was it tattered? Well, yeah, I mean, if it was ripped. Absolutely, in my opinion, this blanket was planted. It doesn't end up, in my opinion, a kilometer away.
The time of the search, and she is affiliated in some way or a friend or something to Malaya. Is that correct, Cheryl?
Yes.
Okay.
I've watched your lives a few times. I just haven't said anything.
Okay, Cheryl. Yeah, somebody in chat was just asking, they said, who are these people? Can you please clarify for us?
Let me fast forward because they don't talk about
To
it.
stick with factual
I want to see where they talk about the blanket again.
Okay.
and see what he says. I am going to go get my children here because, well, what animal isn't triggered by a dog? So,
Okay. All right. Okay. I just wanted to sort of clarify that, because to me, it sort of presents two different things. One, a dog.
oh, absolutely.
A dog that, and I had one of those dogs that literally, seriously, if a leaf moved outside, this thing would explode, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
right,
yeah, I
Daniel.
just wanted to clarify that.
But the whole time
I want to
that
ask
I
you.
knew the dog, I never really paid attention to the
Something else
dog
you
because
wanna
I'm not
answer.
really of a dog person. So
Okay.
I would say hi to it, but like I'm not personally going there listening to see if
Give me 2. I'm pulling something up, so just give me a second because I want to give
So
Daniel answer
Andy,
this.
the blanket, as I understand it, Andy's asking if the blanket was special to Lily. The blanket had actually been ripped and had been used to cover a window.
That's what they say. Cover a window.
Prior to it
Daniel
being
says a
put in
door.
the garbage.
I also do have to run, Susan, but I want to thank you for letting me join and clearing a couple things up, although I'm not really able to say a whole lot right now, just given, the circumstances and the situation. And let's be honest, nobody really knows what happens. So I don't want to blame anybody. I don't want to say something that's not true. I don't want to say something that may jeopardize anything. but I did want to touch on things that I knew or, you know, heard.
And that's yeah, I appreciate you coming up, absolutely. And I do extend the same offer to Malaya. I mean, I'm not.
Daniel, again, if you want to answer it, great. If you don't, great. In another chat the other day, you said that you did not search on your ATV, right? Did not. When you are quoted talking about searching, yes, blanket was found Saturday. Correct. That was all Saturday. You was supposed to have been gone when they found the blanket, right? But so you say you wasn't on the four-wheel or the ATV. I'm Appalachian, right? It's not stored on the property. You're saying the ATV is not stored on the property. Well, JD, he says it in the article. Would you like me to pull it up? I mean, I can do that. Right. Let's see here. Bear with me, guys. Okay. I got so much here. Because he said 20 or estimated 20 or 30 acres. Give me 1 second. And I'll pull it up. I'm not looking at chat right now because I'm trying to pull this up, but he says I wasn't planning this, so it takes a while. Daphne, do you have that article? I've got it here somewhere, but damn. I might just Google it. Also, while I'm looking at it right here, why did you say, if you want to answer, again, if you want to answer, why did you say that there were boot prints? As soon as I noticed I didn't hear anything, I immediately jumped out of bed. He said in an interview, I searched the bedrooms, blah, blah, blah. They go to look for bugs and grass to feed the chickens. And this is where you say you jump in your vehicle, right? But you say we only found 2 boot prints outside the house, only 10 feet away from the backyard. That is a quote, a direct quote, right? Bear with me. Okay, I think I got it here. Perhaps. Right here. Thank you so much. He adds, there is a dense forest and rough streams, and he himself searched 20 or 30 acres when they first went missing. Quote, I did all around the house in the four-wheeler ATV. I did as much as I could on the first day and the second day, end quote, said Martell. Thank you, Christina. Then did Daniel's brother show up? Was that his quad? Who is Ralph? Why isn't MBM saying something? I agree with that. Did she search? Malaya? She did not. No. She was having mental health issues. According to some of Daniel's text, he says it was much worse than we thought. Were there rugs in the house, or did Haley lie? Did he say anything about the? Did he say anything about this quote? Ralph's mom was posting in Facebook groups saying so weeks and weeks ago. I don't know about Ralph. If any of my mods has Daniel's messages, just if you can text them to me, that'd be great. Or Daniel, if you want to text me your answer, that's fine too. I can say it and I'll just say it out here if you want. I mean, it's up to you. He said you confirmed he never drove it. So he is confirming that what he is quoted in, I just want to make it clear, in, I don't know, someone saying Ralph. I don't know. Someone said it in chat. So Daniel, I just want to be clear. You are saying that you did not say this quote about the four-wheeler ATV. I'm not worried about whoever fucking Ralph is. Move on. I don't even know what. I'm asking about this. Stay on topic. Let's stay on topic. One thing at a time, people. I don't even like the name Ralph, to be honest with you. Like, out of almost all names, the name Ralph, I just hate the name. I'm sorry to the Ralphs, to the good Ralphs out there. But I just want to. Oh, yeah, they do, Annabelle. They sure do. They sure do. And if he is disputing it, if he is disputing That's why I want to ask him very specifically right now. Very specifically. Daniel, right here and right now, you are saying that this quote that multiple outlets have you as being quoted in is wrong, because they obviously would have you recorded. They record you whenever they are generally quoting you. I know they should, Daphne. Okay. I'm going to do this for 1 second just because it's chaos in here. So I can actually see Daniel better. Just an FYI, I'm going to take him away as a moderator later, but I'm just doing this now so I can see him. So I can see what he's actually writing. Okay. And then I'm going to put it on slow mode for non-members, I think, and mods. Mods can type as much as they want, I think, and members. That way it'll just kind of slow down a little bit. He said he never drove the AV. Okay. Okay. So what we'll do is we're going to contact these outlets that are quoting him here, and we'll see. We're going to see. We're going to find out, right? Because if this is fake news, then it's fake news. But then if, you know, you actually said it and you're actually recorded saying it, then that would make you lying on top of a lie on top of another lie. So I really just want you to be careful, Daniel. Like, if you said it, just say, you know what, I said it, I don't want to answer it. It's better to just say it that way, Daniel. To be completely honest with you, it's better just say, you know what, I don't want to answer that. You know what I mean? Thank you, Magic Star. Appreciate you. He said he wrote on the front of it. Okay. When did you write on the front of it? And who drove the ATV? Daniel, I made him a mod so I can see what he says now. Man, I sat on the ATV. Where does that say? Drove it. You said, I searched 20 or 30 acres. I did all around the house in the four-wheeler ATV. I did as much as I could on the first day and the second day. And then there is another, not this one, there's another one that you had went up, you say this in your about your car too, that you had went up streams and all of that as well. Right. Please don't answer for Daniel. Yes. Do not answer for Daniel. He's in blue. You guys don't need to answer for Daniel. Daniel's a big boy. Exactly, Missy. Exactly. Daniel's a big boy. He's got his stapler. He's good. You said yourself, nobody else, Daniel? Those are two separate quotings. Daniel? Okay. Maybe I should pull up the other one. Because you said out flat that you never searched for them on an ATV. Then you said that you rode on the front of it. Right? Hold on. Let me get the rest of this. The search, after you say that, you say the search has now expanded too far for you to be out. One second. Here you go. Here's the other one. Here's another one, Daniel. Someone just sent it to me. I've got it somewhere, but there's too much going on right now. I don't know where it's at. Anyone with information, please come forward as fast as possible, says Martell. You also add, there is a dense forest and rough streams, and he himself says searched 20 or 30 acres when they first went missing. Quote, I did all around the house in the four-wheeler ATV. All around the house, 20 or 30 acres in a four-wheeler. I did as much as I could on the first day and the second day. Here you say in a Criming Shames the other day, I never drove the ATV once during the search. Yeah, it didn't take the RCMP long. He goes, it was no more than 15 minutes, probably about 12 minutes. I think it was 12 or 13 minutes. Oh, he's saying Justin and Janie drove it. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. So caught up in minor things. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's minor. Whenever a mother of two children is done a 2-minute interview and trying to look like a Baywatch model, 60 days into her children out, and I don't think it's minor, respectfully, whenever you think your words about what happened the day your stepchildren went missing is minor. I think a lot of people take offense to that, actually. Because every detail matters. Every single detail matters. Right? Hedgie Mom, they do. You're absolutely right. They sure do. Quoting someone, they generally don't get wrong. Because if you quoted them, you better have it on video or audio. Or knowing that they wrote it, which you'd probably have to have video for that. So that's why I was really asking Daniel here. He said in another chat that he never drove it. And this is the thing, Daniel, it's not some gotcha or anything like that. It's why can't you be clear about something? Like why is it taking all of this when you can just clear all of this up? You know what I mean? Like I would just, of course, you need something cleared about my stepchildren, who I would do anything in the world for. Let me clear it up. What you need, man? What you need? Daniel's a mod temporarily because there's so many people in here I can't see. So it just keeps me, I can just see him better. Still having a hard time. Well, this is the thing you can do. You can be consistent, right? Why are you being quoted and saying, no, I didn't say that? Or you'll say things in a chat and then you will say, no, I didn't say that, or I didn't do that. There is multiple stories, right? Multiple. Right. Well, they are, Rachel. Yes. No more lies. Again, it's not about news reporters twisting anything. It's who is twisting Canadian news or anywhere about 2 children being missing. Nobody's going to be twisting something. This was, I think, the 4th or the 5th. Man, there were helicopters and drones covering the sky. How could I do anything sinister? I'm not saying you did anything sinister. I'm saying, why are you changing your stories? Right? So, what was this the other day? Let me find this. CBC told, Okay, let me see here. I'm going through your messages from yesterday. I have to hold back on some evidence because it was held between me and major crime investigators. Okay. There's one more that I need to find. Daniel, about this that you said, which do I have it on? Okay. These messages that you said via text about your two shirts, right? About your two shirts. Guys, I apologize. I cannot check your messages right now. Let me see here. Daniel, will you answer the question, what time did the kids go to bed that night? What time they went to bed that night? Because you told someone that kids go to bed normally at 7 p.m. What did y'all do that night? Was it an eventful night? Was nothing? I mean, like, did y'all give the kids a bath? Did you give them medicine for their cough? Anything like that? And why do you think Malaya had different plans that morning? Give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to. You say here, via text message. Thank you, Magic Star, for becoming a member. Where did Daniel wade through the waist deep water? Yes. Daniel, would you like to, and that's a question I've asked, did you turn left or right when you when you headed out in your vehicle? Did you go left or right? How many trails did you go up? Because you're saying you were gone approximately 20 minutes. Okay. Malaya put them to bed. Okay. All right. Did y'all do anything that evening? So you're out, according to you, you say that you was working on the fence. I searched both ways, no trails, just dirt roads. Okay. What dirt roads? What dirt roads? Yeah, I wish you would just text me or something. It would be better. Maybe we can talk afterward. I'm surprised that this doesn't show more. Well, I mean, if they're being rude, they can time them out or whatever. I can put it on members only if it gets too crazy. Karen is being disrespectful. I don't know who Karen is. Did he answer if he went left or right? You keep getting error messages? I'll fix it, Daniel, so you won't get any. Okay, I'm going to unmod you for 1 second. Standard mod. Here you go. Whoops, wrong one. There you go. He went both ways. Okay. And yeah, I would love to talk to him privately. One second, guys. But this little guy here does every single. Okay. Have you seen this video, Daniel? Someone. What is this? Someone just sent this to me. I don't know what it is.
Interview. This is Lilly and Jack Sullivan's stepfather, and I want to talk about it a little bit because Daniel's story seems to have changed ever so slightly. And when he's retelling the events on the morning that Lilly and Jack ultimately went missing, he's leaving out small details. So when Lilly
What you went, did you turn left or did you turn right first? And you took your car up. Is it did he name any, what specific roads did you take, Daniel? You shouldn't get an error message now. I understand he was searching ahead of the RCMP and helicopter arriving, looking in culverts waist deep. Yes, that is what he said. Right first, then left. Okay, thank you. No, nobody better be insulting anybody. If you have a question, ask it with, some class. Daniel's not on slow mode because he's a mod, and I made sure that the error messages were gone. So He's not going to have any error messages or anything now. If anyone is disrespecting anyone in chat, anyone of my mods, me or anyone else, then mods will take care of you, right? We are trying to have a conversation here. We'll sort it out later. Got it. Got it, Daniel. Got it. So let's okay, let me just play this real quick because I want to pull up if that's how you want to talk about that with the accredited that she was just blaming accredited things for misquoting you. But now you're wanting to say I only do interviews with accredited news stations. It's funny how you're manipulating that when it benefits you and when it doesn't. That's interesting. So I got a question for you by this accredited interview here. Just give me 1 second.
And Jack first were found to have been missing, Malaya Brooks Murray said this. Take a listen.
The next thing we knew, it was quiet, and we get up, and I tell him, my partner, Daniel, I tell him, "Do you hear the kids?" And he says, "No." And we get up instantly. We're looking outside. We're looking everywhere, yelling for them.
Notice how she kept saying we. She's giving a shared experience, something that both her and Daniel were noticing at the same time. And then she looks to him and says, "Do you hear the kids?" She says that to Daniel. But in this most recent interview, Daniel Martell says that he was the one that noticed he didn't hear Lilly and Jack in the house, and that Malaya and the baby were sleeping at the time that he noticed this. Listen.
When I woke up, Malaya was right beside me. She was still asleep. And I said, "I don't hear Lilly and Jack."
We also hear in this most recent interview, Daniel say that as soon as he realized the kids were not in the house, he immediately goes to the kids' cabin or something. Listen.
I ran up in the woods to the kids. They have cabins up in the woods, which only took me like 30 seconds. I came right back down.
Which kind of contradicts what he said earlier on, which is that he had explored all the culverts. He was running throughout the woods, that he checked all the paths, that he did this, that he did that. Listen.
When we noticed that the children were gone, immediately jumped in the vehicle, surveyed all the areas, many dirt roads, as many culverts as I could, and waited for the police to get there.
He also said this in a separate interview.
Even with me running through the woods, I was ahead of the helicopters and ahead of the drones and stuff like that, screaming as loud as I can, just until my throat hurt, running through water that was up to my waist.
There was also some discrepancies when it comes to the 911 call that was placed to report Lilly and Jack missing. Earl said that something in her felt wrong, like
Thank
she
you for
needed
coming
to
by,
call
Daniel.
911, and she ultimately did. But messages.
Thank you for coming by. I found that very interesting about Daniel talking about the accredited. All right, she fell in love. We'll see you later, honey. Take care. But blames also the same accredited news that he did an interview with. That they misquoted him. So this was going to be my next question. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, y'all.
I didn't kill Lilly and Jack.
It's been 6 weeks now since you've seen Lily and Jack. I just want to ask, how are you holding up?
It's been a long 6 weeks. I know that everybody basically in the world at this point is always wanting to know
Nobody
like,
time out,
what
Joe.
happened. It's been from sadness to anger at this point. And I know the RCMP and major crimes are working around the clock trying to piece everything together. And I'm grateful for that. But it always leaves the question, 6 weeks has gone by, and we know at this point they're not in the woods. And where are they?
Did you feel in the beginning that they suspected you?
Of course. The stepfather was always a prime suspect right off the beginning.
You felt that from the beginning?
Yeah.
But you don't feel that now?
No, I don't feel that at all. I asked for the lie detector exam, the polygraph exam. I gave them my phone. I told them I do drug tests because there's a lot of rumors online about a drug party. I know the person that said those rumors, and it was just to take the heat off themselves.
Was there any kind of party?
Again, I appreciate Daniel for coming by. I think when I asked him about my last question, he says he only does interviews with accredited news sources. But then prior to that, he states that the accredited news source that he done his interview with says they got what he had wrong. I think it's one thing I think is very, very interesting we learned, at least what Daniel says, and again, it doesn't mean it's true. But one thing I think is very interesting is he said he placed Justin and his mother on a four-wheeler. Right? He wouldn't give a bedtime. No, he wouldn't answer any of that. He didn't answer any of that. You got more from him than any others I've seen to approach. Yeah. Man, this is wild. This is crazy. This is nuts. Because just in that, my mind is fucking blown right now, to be quite honest with you. Pardon my French. But he argues with the quote and says, I never was on a four-wheeler, right? Never was on a four-wheeler. We'll go back and clip all the messages and all that. And he also says, after I pull it up and show the quotes by a couple different sources that I just had sent to me, because I've got a hell of a lot more, but I just don't know where I could have had it. He says, I was on the front of a four-wheeler. It's too Daphne. And then he says, Justin and his mom was on a four-wheeler. That's a lot of four-wheelers. Mother fuck. Malaya is still prime suspect. They are literally equal to me. there is no way in hell that I think that neither one of them know. Let me tell you something. Most parents would have no problem answering something, right? Nothing, not a problem answering at all. Like it would be a non-issue, right? Something you need cleared up, sure. People who have nothing to hide nothing, right? Right? And also, he says things like it's not a criminal case. When we saw that when they put the $150,000 reward, right? Which Justin Bliss? That it was obviously criminal. And criminal is, they've been there since literally second day. But why does he care so much about the distinction of this being criminal? That's what's interesting to me. Why does he care that it's criminal or not? Right? You just want answers as an innocent parent. You just want answers. That's it. Investigators don't want me to talk, doesn't want me talking, but I break those rules, quote, end quote, is what he said yesterday. And he's hopeful. Good. Good. I hope RCMP, one thing that they've been clear about, and I hope they're wrong, I hope I'm wrong, and everyone else. There's two things that they've been clear about. They don't believe that they were abducted or taken by anybody, like stranger, and they don't believe they're alive. Right. They were the only two in the home, Jack or Lily, that night. Yeah. Yeah. Kids can't go out and start a new life. Right. The moment a child goes, something happens inside the home, right? It is already over 90% chance someone did or knows something inside of that home immediately off the bat. When a spouse goes missing, 8 out of 10 times, someone in the home or their ex, someone that knows them. Right? Yeah. But this is what I wanted to ask him right here.
No.
Was there any kind of gathering that someone
No.
might have thought was a
One up
party?
here.
No.
Because he's
There were
going
no
to talk
people at the
about.
house.
No. Not the night before.
Okay, you mentioned you offered to take a polygraph test.
Yeah.
Did the RCMP take you up on that?
Yes, it did.
And how did that unfold?
That unfolded in my favor. They obviously know I wasn't lying about anything.
So they said, "Yep, great, thank you. Come in
Yeah.
for a polygraph test."
Yeah, it took a little while to set up. And,
When did you do that test?
I don't know the exact date, but that would be at least 3 weeks ago, probably.
So roughly 3 weeks after the disappearance.
Yeah.
And I think most Canadians wouldn't have any idea what's involved with that. Can you describe the process? You go in and just tell us right from the start.
We go in, sit down in a big comfy chair, and they have multiple sensory pads. You have them underneath your forearms, you have them underneath your butt, and you have them underneath your feet with your shoes off. You have a sweat gland on one finger. You have a measuring instrument for blood flow that goes in and out of your hand. And you have a cuff on your arm for blood pressure to measure your pulse.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was extremely nervous. Especially with the first question they asked you, did you kill Lilly and Jack?
That was the first question they asked you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What went through your mind when someone's asking you that question so point blank like that?
Your mind has a massive release of chemicals, I guess you would call them.
Sorry.
Just
There's two, and I sometimes get them confused. It's this one right here.
it really.
Damn. Hold on. This is it. Sorry.
In a quest no one dreamed would take this long.
Now this is interesting. See, I showed you those train tracks earlier. Daphne, I will in just a second. Sign telling me Libra and I'm fucking done. What? How do you know so much about Daniel? You are, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. But just curious. You're I mean, you can be is VIP for all I care, but it's very interesting the way you talk about Daniel.
Just make sure mom stays close to the house there in case they happen to sneak out and get back into the house.
A home deep in rural Nova Scotia, 140 kilometers northeast of Halifax, the last known location.
A lot of area to cover. We're out in sticks here.
Not one, but two missing children. A dog that barks at everything, a mother who left on the second day, a father who hasn't seen the kids in 3 years, and a stepfather trying to piece things together.
It's been a long 6 weeks. I know that everybody
right up here,
basically in the world at this point, is always wanted to know.
Thank you, Locked and Loaded.
Happened.
Thank you, love.
The mystery of what happened to 6-year-old Lily Mae Sullivan and her 4-year-old brother, Jack William James Sullivan, is indeed gripping the country and
This
beyond.
was about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
It is Friday, May 2nd. Martell and his partner, Malaya Brooks Murray, the children's mother, are having a lazy morning with their baby. Lily and Jack are in the kitchen alone.
Malaya and the baby were asleep. Lily came in multiple times. I was not in deep sleep by any means. And then about 20 minutes passed. And then when I woke up, Malaya was right beside me. She was still asleep. And I said, I don't hear Lily and Jack.
Mm-hmm.
The time, no one will say for sure, but
now Daniel has had 74 days to watch all of us and also regroup his answers. It's called adapting. But this was done about 3 weeks ago. Okay, he was speaking very negatively about Malaya, blaming her, saying that he'll visit Malaya in jail with Meadow, right? he says, she was outside, or his mom saw Malaya outside and she looked like she hit, looked that she was worried that Janie was there at the home and all of that. He says he was asleep here, or she was the one asleep. He was not even close to sleep. Why didn't you tell this accredited news source about the things that you've been writing about Malaya, about what happened? If you really wanted to get it out to the masses. Right. Why would you not say Malaya had different plans that morning? Right? These messages right here about Malaya. Right? Let me find it. She doesn't want them, only Meadow. She had different plans for that morning. It was a normal day for me, but she had different plans. They don't think what we think they had on. I should have asked that question. Why can't you tell us? Daniel, I know he's still watching. I think the last question I fired back at him when he said the accredited media, he was using that to his benefit for the argument sake. When the question before that was, why did you quote this? This is quoted, Daniel. Well, media gets it wrong all the time. This. You're quoted, Daniel. Why aren't you telling the CBC News about what you think about Malaya? What she did to those, what you're accusing Malaya of doing? He might have answered some of them. I've got to go back and look.
Police say it was around 10 a.m. when they got a 911 call.
I ran up in the woods to the kids. They have cabins up in the woods, which only took me like 30 seconds. I came right back down. She was on the phone with the RCMP.
For 6 days, crews tackled an exhaustive search. The children's mother took the baby to be with her family in another part of the province. Her mother told CBC News the RCMP told them not to speak with news reporters. The RCMP says it just advised everyone to be mindful of the information they share publicly. On May 7th, police scaled back the search.
The probability of survival is taken into consideration.
But search crews returned for
Rufio, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about that. But this is his argument. You can't be, if you're accusing them that your quote is wrong, right? And I'm going to call and ask them, these news organizations that he quoted, right? We're going to call. We're going to see. Right? What did Ruby say? I don't even see what Ruby said. Oh, let me turn slow mode off. Sorry, guys. I apologize.
2 more weekends until the end of May, searching wells, mine shafts, and septic systems, even flying a drone beneath
to
the
this.
home.
The 4-year-old is wearing some blue dinosaur boots.
Police say they found a boot print. And listen to this in the radio chatter.
Families brought us to a location there, not far away, that there's a piece of a blanket.
Police won't say anything about a blanket, but Martell says a piece of Lily's blanket was found near the boot print. He says both children may have undiagnosed autism.
Hold on.
Near the boot print.
Hold on.
He
What
says
is that?
tells
Of a blanket.
Police won't say anything about a blanket, but
What I tell you earlier. Police will not mention anything about this blanket. Right? They won't mention anything without a blanket. It is. It absolutely is. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But this is the thing. If he is not going to tell the truth, the more he keeps speaking and answering and changing his questions, it is only benefiting the case, in my opinion. It's only, in my opinion, it's helping on the back end of this case. It's helping on the back end, right? Of after, in my opinion, there are some arrests. Lilly and Jack are found. Because these are voluntary statements. They're voluntary. Right? Yeah, and that's the thing. People who have nothing to hide nothing when someone in crime. Right? Guys, we're almost at 1,000 thumbs up. If we get 1,000 thumbs up, we need a chicken party. We need a chicken party. Come on, tomorrow's my birthday. Let's get 1,000 thumbs up so we can have a chicken party. Okay, listen to this.
Martell
Listen to
says a
this.
piece.
What was that?
Police won't say anything about a blanket, but Martell says a piece of Lily's blanket was found near the boot print.
Oh, okay. Martell says a piece of Lily's blanket was found near the boot print. This accredited news that he sat down with. Boy, that's interesting. But I'm not just going to blame Daniel on this, because Malaya did too. Malaya said it too. Malaya confirmed it just as well, which is interesting. Which is very interesting. Right?
He says both children may have undiagnosed autism.
For a lot of people, this story just sounds odd.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that?
Yes, I do. And I see it every day online.
He's keenly aware the public suspects him, says the police did too at the start.
Of course, the stepfather was always a prime suspect right off the beginning.
So he offered to take a polygraph test.
I was extremely nervous, especially with the first question they asked you, did you kill Lilly and Jack?
That was the first question they asked you.
Yeah. Yeah.
When did you find out the result of your test?
Immediately right after.
What did they say to you?
You did a good job. You passed.
Hi, Kayla. How you doing?
The RCMP's Corporal Guillaume Tremblay is not an investigating officer, but he speaks for the force in Nova Scotia.
You know, it's quite rare that in my career I've never seen two missing children go at the same time.
Was anything found in any of these searches that was deemed to be of significance? Even if you can't tell me what it was, anything of significance?
So I can tell you that the
Yesterday, Daniel said in a chat room, right? Quote, investigators don't want me talking, but I break those rules, right? But I break those rules, right? Which they have came out and stated. Malaya used that excuse as well. However, this is one of the most common excuses we get. Law enforcement, because law enforcement generally doesn't say. They will never tell you what to say, number one. They'll never tell you what to say. That's not what but they usually don't come out. I was shocked that the RCMP came out and said that we never told Malaya or any of them what to say. We told them to just be mindful. Right? So the question is, Daniel, if you want the best for Lilly and Jack's case, and they told you not to be speaking, then you're breaking their trust, right? You're doing a disservice to Lilly and Jack. Absolutely doing a disservice to Lilly and Jack. You're lying. That means you're lying one way or another, right? If investigators are keeping things confidential, right, with you or whatever, right? Why are you posting about this, right? Four-wheelers, blankets, everything else. You can't claim that you're cooperating anything, Daniel, while you're absolutely openly violating what the investigators you say told you. Right? How do you think the RCMP is going to look at you, Daniel, for that? Let me find the quote. Quote, investigators don't want me talking, but I break those rules. That's reckless if you're doing that against the RCMP's wishes. Why would they trust you if you can't even do that? Right? That's you also playing the unsung hero. Right? RCMP said, don't talk about it, but I break those rules. I break them. I'm a champion for this chat right now. He wants it both ways. He wants it both ways. And we all want it both ways sometimes, right? But these are two children, preschool and kindergarten age. I'm not convinced the RCMP is perfect. I'm not convinced the FBI is perfect. I'm not convinced anybody is perfect. But I am convinced that they are doing the best they can. Right? I do believe that they're doing the best they can. Why would he break the rules? if that affects Jack. That's what I'm saying, Remy. That's exactly what I'm saying. Right? Daniel can speak, but to certain limits. The RCMP will not give Daniel any more than they give us, unless they have something of his or Malaya's in their interrogation, and they say, Daniel, Malaya, you said you was gone for 10 minutes, right? But your data, for instance, this is hypothetical, but your data says you were gone for an hour. That might be it. They might have shown him, I mean, a little bit of what they have, you know, trying to press him, or Malaya. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, love. But they're not going to be whispering to Daniel and Malaya things that they know about this case, like they're getting closer or anything. 1,000,000% not going to happen in that case or any other case. Period. Puff, puff, pass here. I apologize. It was you that asked what, Diane? We made it to 1,000 thumbs up. How you doing? Yeah, y'all are amazing. We get a chicken party. Well, I mean, these are the things, it's really hard to interview him when you had 1,800 in here at one time and see what he's saying while other people are asking stuff. But you can't say that that Lily is wearing a pink sweater and then a Barbie doll shirt, and then you're like, no, she's not wearing a Barbie doll shirt. The Barbie doll shirt is at my house. And then you say, we can't say what she's wearing. You know what? I just thought of something. I'm going to make a note and I'm going to call RCMP tomorrow and ask them in what they are wearing. Listen, I mean, trust me, I spoke to retired RCMP and some current ones, but not where they're at Lilly and Jack, not in Nova Scotia. Right? They don't prosecute. I got to go back because he said the LOL dolls and all of that. I don't want to I wanted to get answers from him. But once he said he argued with the 4-wheeler thing that he's seriously quoted in, and then all of this. And then when I wanted to bring it up, He's like, I gotta go. See you later. Oh, well. Hopefully he'll come back. I do appreciate him coming in, at least. And I will always give him more credit to the fact that at least he is willing to speak out when their own mother isn't. Now, there's some caveats to that, I'm going to tell you. And the caveats to that is it better? Is it better? I'm asking you guys this. Is it better, and the replay crew, is it better for someone who may be guilty of something, to just not speak? Like, let's say, for instance, in this hypothetical, because you will never hear me say that Malaya or Daniel unalived anyone, or you'll never hear that come out of my mouth. But I believe, in my opinion, that they have knowledge, right? So if they do have knowledge or something happened, is it better for just to be quiet? Or is it better to come out like Daniel and say 1,200 different stories about one subject? Right? And you can look at that twofold, right? If they do have some knowledge, it's benefiting the case if they're talking willingly. You know, it's a voluntary statement is what they're doing. But Malaya, like, she might be getting criticism for obviously being the children's mother and not doing anything or saying anything. But that's really all she gets criticism for, right? We don't have a lot of criticism for her other than that. Like, we can't use the thing she said, only the text when she went to the beach and the one interview, right? So in my opinion, if they do have knowledge, Malaya's the smart one. She's the intelligent one, right? Who are you telling that to, Beverly? Let's just confirm who you're speaking to. Are you saying that to me? Okay, I see what you're saying. Sorry. I think I read that wrong. Sorry.
Investigation's ongoing, and that we haven't found any evidence
like,
to show that there was an abduction of the children.
So you don't think they were abducted, but you can't find them. How do two young children?
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask Paul. There we go. Fuck. Daniel, call me. Call me, Daniel. I got a question. You can be thinking of your answer too, Daniel. You can be thinking of your answer too. Oh, shit. Let me show you this. Look at this. She said, or Daniel says, right? Her Barbie top is here at my place. I I have everything the kids own. Look at this, guys. I have everything the kids own and all Malaya's belongings as well. Nothing took. Daniel, you're watching. Nothing took except 2 of my shirts she stole. No, they can't say. They can't say, tell him to be quiet. No. Malaya didn't take the kids' birth certificates, not a stuffed animal, blocked Daniel, never has spoken to him again. Daniel says to someone, text Malaya, tell her I'll be that Daniel that she got underneath the waterfall. But he's saying she took 2 of Daniel's shirts. And look at this. Get ready to blow your mind, guys. Nobody's talked about this yet. Damn. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Get back here.
What the hell?
Okay. Those 2 shirts. Can you please tell us, Daniel, what you believe? Okay. Daniel says, I wore both during the search. Navy blue one first night and white one's second day. Right? Okay, that's wild. I can't tell you because that's part of the investigation. Those 2 shirts he's talking about that he wore, Malaya, he is saying, took. Malaya took these 2 shirts that you are wore, Daniel? Is that what you're trying to say, Daniel? Right? Yep. But he also says, remember when he said, I hope those 2 sweaters or 2 shirts aren't planted with Lilly and Jack. Hold on, I got something. Getting something, 1 second. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you, Daphne. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Guys, hold on. I'm about to play something probably, but I got to check something. Sure. Two seconds, guys. with me. I apologize. Fuck. Where'd it go? Oh my God. Where did it go? My God. How long is it taking? Sorry guys. I'm check and see, please. I can't find it. Okay. So out of all these things, he didn't say Justin, he didn't say she took them. Right. But he did say okay. You must be okay. Thank you, honey. Now, I'm just going to say, if I was, had 2 children missing, the last thing I would give a wooden nickel about is if my ex took 2 of my shirts when there is 2 kids missing, right? 2 children missing that lived with us, and my daughter was taken away. Okay? What does he say here? The clothes were that morning by whom? 1 dark, 1 navy blue, 1 white. Okay? I was wearing the navy blue the first night and the white one the second day. Right? Then he says, on the clothes I wore. Okay. Where's the next one? Her Barbie top is here at my place, even though Daniel clearly is quoted in saying that she had a Barbie top on in the beginning. Right? I have everything the kids own and all Malaya's belongings as well. Nothing took except 2 of my shirts she stole. 1 navy blue, 1 white. Right? The clothes were that morning by whom? Okay. I wore both during the search. Then he talks about 1 navy blue, 1 again, right? I find that very interesting. Very interesting. Because later you say that you hope that they're not found with his shirts. Who would even think that Jack and Lily would be found with Daniel's shirts? Why would he say that? Why would he say Malaya took 2 shirts of his whenever Malaya doesn't want anything to do with him? Anything to do with him at all. Why would he say that? Right? What is it? What is people talking about? Maybe I'm not seeing something. Oh, he's leaking like a sieve. Like a sieve. Now, he's worried about those 2 shirts. He is clearly worried about those 2 shirts. Because he brings it up more than one occasion in several different conversations. Are you worried about 2 shirts because Malaya allegedly stole them, took them, didn't take nothing of the kids, right? I'm trying to think. So Daniel, she had you said she allegedly, according to your cousin Logan and all of them, she left later that evening. 72 days to get a stapler. I can't even right. He's just pissed his favorite shirts are gone. Yeah, that's what he should be pissed about. Justin, he claims her family members took the 2 shirts. He hopes they are not to frame him. Frame him for where? For what? Nobody knows where the kids are, right? Yeah. You can't set anyone up like that. It's not the way it works. There has to be not one thing, it has to be multiple things that says this person overwhelmingly did something, right? Because there is, let's say that Lilly and Jack are found with 2 sweaters. That doesn't mean Daniel did it at all. You got to have a hell of a lot more than that. You got to have a whole lot more than that. She would have taken the birth certificates before the shirts. Oh, hell yes. Daniel was the one that wanted to talk to her to get her back, right? Tried through multiple people, that he knew was talking to Malaya. It's not just the waterfall comment, is it, Daniel? So there's that. Who lives in utter dive like this? I don't know what you mean, Yonder. Hey, Spirit Seeker. Good to see you, love. Yet he moved on to another. Always trying with multiple. What are the chances of 2 kids being involved in an accident? Well, it depends on what you consider an accident, locked and loaded. It depends on what kind of accident you mean. What I call a negligent accident, meaning, let's say the kids got into rugs. Nobody meant for them to get in rugs, but it would be negligent on the part of the parents, and they could potentially go to prison for something like that. That's one type of accident. Now, if you're talking about both kids was on a ladder and fell off a ladder or something like that, I would say almost close to zero. As long as it's not a negligent accident. Accidents happen every single day to kids, adults, all the above. It's highly unlikely that 2 would be fatal. Number 1. Number 2, when there is a accident, kid falls in the bathtub, falls down the stairs, whatever. What do? You pick up and you're worried and you call 911 or whatever your emergency number is. Right? Because it's an accident. Accidents happen. So while he was with the searchers, his shirts were taken by really short no carry. I have not heard that. Do you know where he said that? Did anyone else hear that? Jen, I mean, anything is possible, right? I mean, this is the thing. It was Facebook text, I think. If you have that, Rainbow, could you send it if you find it? If anybody finds that, could you text it or email it to me? That would be great. The only cases I ever heard of more than one kid missing is a non-custodial parent taking the kids. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, it is, those kids are not in that area where they searched, right? There's not one kid. Usually it's one kid that walks off. If they walk off, they're usually found very, very quickly. And when they're not found very, very quickly, they're almost always found within maximum 12 hours, any age group. You have twice as likely to find something. You're twice as likely to find a human being. You're twice as likely to find clothing, or they drop something, or there's evidence that there's movement of something. Right? No, there was no cadaver. There was no cadaver dogs. RCMP confirmed and said that they did not have cadaver dogs. Now, that's another thing which we didn't get to today, but we'll talk about some of it tomorrow. Daniel says that he was the one who requested the cadaver dogs. A long time ago. But he also said about those cadaver dogs, actually, Belinda made a good comment on that. And I don't know what it was. Let's see here. She sure did take Meadow away right quick. So that's what Daniel said. RCMP removed the blanket from, okay, already got that one. CBC told Darren and mom will release together or very close. She can't even look at me, so need to piss her off. He's talking about Malaya. I'll look at that. Yeah, in June. That's what it was, Ruby. Thank you. He requested him in, and oh, that's what it was. He said he requested him in June, and that was the last. I can't remember. I don't like to say something if I don't remember, but it's like last option or last call or something like that. Someone will know in chat. Right. But like I always say, you know, the saying, every lie has some truth in it. And especially cases like this, there is truth in what they are telling us, because there has to be anchors. Some of it has to make sense for people to even remotely believe them. So there is some truth they are telling us. Right? But there's that. All right, guys. What time is it? Oh my God, it's 10 o'clock. Shit. I am supposed to do the Summer Wells live tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I might come back. I don't know. I don't know. But I do want to thank Daniel for coming in. I appreciate it, Daniel. Whether you believe it or not, I really do. And I give you that credit. Hey, LJ Forever. Good to see you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I don't necessarily believe you, and you haven't. You're changing your answers a lot again. But tomorrow it's going to be explosive because I'm going to have to get all of these things in tonight. I'll have to work on it tonight and some to the early hours probably. Everything that he said and compare what he has said prior. Oh, we got to have a chicken party. Justin, please get some rest. We need you. Thank you, Jim and I. Who's ready for a mother chicken party? Let's take our hats off, our shoes off for a minute. Oh, Daphne, you didn't get the call in either. Damn.
Get up off me. I said that's enough. Let my gut to the go. You act like you starving, Monquito. Now I said that's enough. You want to bite me? Huh? Okay. That's how I feel. Now get up off me. Got these people recording me act like I don't feed your ass. And look at your damn daddy just sitting there. You need to come get your damn daughter. She get this shit from you. Now let my damn titty go. You didn't eat. Let it go. Because at this rate, I'm not gonna care if Monkey Protective Services come get your ass. Now let them go. You didn't eat and you acting like you starving. Okay, we won't listen. We won't listen. Who is that? Oh, I thought I heard something. Now get your... Okay, let me just turn my ass around. Now, didn't I tell you to let my shit go? Now, I'm not about to keep playing with you in front of these people. I'm trying... Okay. Okay. Let me see who looking. Okay, hey. Katie! Oh, Katie! Christopher! Katie! Christopher! Katie!
Oh. Suck it now.
Oh.
Suck it now.
I thought you were asking. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's Sebastian had gotten in trouble. He got caught lying, and I had asked him. I said, "Hey, you got to have a punishment for this." And drive a diesel truck, Chevrolet.
Year?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's a 2021, I think.
So you're.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's a 2021, I think.
Oh my God! Look at Chris.
Joe Daugherty wants to watch the videotape.
Is that Chris?
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
Girl, how I look? Like a damn fool. No, them veneers don't make that look no better. Girl, bye.
Oh. Suck it now.
Kumbaya.
Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now. Christopher! Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now.
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Proudfoot, what happened?
Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now. A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. I found him! I found him! Bobby, this is the guy I was talking to you about. I have these.
Nigel, where are you, Nigel?
Bobby, come
Nigel,
over
what I
here.
tell you about
Check
running
this
off
out.
all the
Yeah,
dang
he's
on?
got
Oh my
brakes this
God!
time. Oh, that was great.
Oh, and he's got
Oh, man. Oh, when everybody hears about this, they're gonna be so
Oh, he's got
proud, mate.
grapes.
And then I'm
Oh,
gonna tell
this
Mom
is
and
great.
Dad.
Nigel,
And
you really
I'm gonna
outdone
tell
yourself.
Sister
Hey,
and
guys!
Alan
Hey,
Yeah, me smell cocoa butter cheese. Yeah, right there. Give me a kiss. Damn, you got to be an Instagram model or something. Here, put this shit on your gram right here. There you go. Yeah, give me a kiss. Don't move. This one going on the wall in my trailer.
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
My ass.
A bullshit? A bull.
They can shut their chicken tone, chicken bone, Google Chrome, no home flip phone, disown ice cream cone, garden gnome, student loan, full-blown Indiana Jones, overgrown Flintstone, X and Y chromosome, Fred Zone, Sylvester Stallone, AutoZone, professionally seen silver Patron, head the fuck up, okay? Well, I can't. Thank you all so much. We really do appreciate you all. That's what's up, Peacemaker. That's what's up. Really do appreciate you all. You all are absolutely amazing human beings. I want you to know that. I appreciate you all, whether you agree with me or don't. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your input. You're amazing. Special thanks to my mods, my members, everyone who contributed, asking questions. And thank you to Daniel for being able to, at least whether I agree with them or not, answering some questions. And we did learn some new stuff about Janie and Justin being on a four-wheeler ATV. Daniel says he was on the front of an ATV as well. And I'm going to have to go back and go through all of the messages. And we will certainly be doing that. tomorrow, we're going to be going also over some things Janie has recently said. Didn't get to play them today, but we will be playing them tomorrow. Okay? So there's that. When is your birthday, Sharon? When is your birthday? Ours is 2 days apart? Oh, that's okay, Sheila. You get a pass today. You get a pass today. Thank you, Jen. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you all so very much, truly. What? Use AI summary for your messages? AI summary. I could do that, I guess, yeah. Thank you so much, Canadian. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate you very much. And we got 1,000 thumbs up. Tomorrow's your birthday. Get rest. No rest for the weary. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. I may be back here in a little bit. You never know. I really wanted to do Summer's Live today because there's Spirit Seeker. You know, there's some big things. Oh, yes, we did. Yes. There's some big things happening in Summer's case. Big things. Big things. And New Jersey's flooding a lot. Prayers to New Jersey. Prayers to Texas right now. Yep, I've got breaking news about that. I need to make some shorts and some videos about Jamal. I've got video or at least pictures of things with Jamal right now as well. There's so much stuff happening right now. We need to know now, Justin. About what, Sharon? Perhaps yonder. Yes, soldier. Oh, really? Happy birthday to your grandson. In Blanc, yes. I have been so disturbed. I can't even talk about it really without crying. I broke down the other night when I was covering his case. I was flipping through his stuff even this morning, little Herschel. I don't know what it is that bothers me so bad. Little boy didn't have a chance. Thank you. All right, guys. Did Sharon right back? Thank you, Jen. So with Summer's case, there was a tip from a PI, but not just any PI, a very, very good PI, one that I have full faith in. And allegedly, perhaps the TBI is planning to do some new searches. You left out the 6 a.m. Malaya phoned the school to say the kids wouldn't be at school. Now, that is, someone did contact the school, but that is what Daniel says. Daniel says that happened. Yeah, I disagree with that personally. I disagree with that. I don't think Malaya took out the kids, and then that's something Durwood and Daniel has said, right? Okay, got you. I know. I'm just saying. I believe the shoe prints and the blanket absolutely planted, in my opinion. Absolutely. Yep. Who doesn't check on sick kids at 6:17 in the morning when they go to bed at allegedly 7 to 9 o'clock? A 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old. Come on. These are babies still. Very sad. All right, guys, I've got still a ton of work to do and all that. So, but I might be back in a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. The night is young. Good night, everyone. How could she let them out? Yeah, to who? To who? I agree with that as well. Yeah. All right, guys. Good night. Thank you all. God bless you. Good night.